Hey, oh, it's me, your friendly neighborhood shepherd tamer. How you doing? We are here for another episode of the Paper Hats. The Paper Hats, that's what I'm on. We've got these things to do. So we're going to make a wood shop today. So we need to gather the materials, make the wood shop, and then make many tree puns. Standard, right? And I want to show you what we've been getting up to on streams. And there you go. I think this is a pretty good way of showing you what we've been doing. We're making a dragon. It's a very big dragon that we're making. And I need to connect up that bit on the next stream. But yeah, so that's where we're at on streams. We've done a few other things. We had some fun with Grandma yesterday. Yesterday for me recording this about a week ago for you guys. And we got her head. So we are now Grandma Tamer. But yeah, so we are going to get everything done, get the materials, do all of the stuffs and the things and the doohickeys, and we should probably do it in the form of a time lapse, really, shouldn't we? Let's get Grandma's head off us. So we need a fair few materials, so I'm gonna grab some shulker boxes and then we're gonna do a time lapsey, get it together, sort your life out, time lapse of material gathering. Let's go. If you're asking yourself, did Shep really get blown up by a creeper in his tree farm? Yes. The answer is yes. Siphon's going to come and fix it for us because my brain doesn't work. And I've lit up on top because watching back the replay footage, the creeper was just stood up on top of that. Like, come on. That's not fair. But yeah, so off camera, I've covered all of the other resources we need for the thing we are doing today. So let's go head over to the shopping district to get it all up and running. So here we are ready to start this build. It's going to be a massive build, but we're going to do it via sections and we're going to talk about it. We're going to do what we did with my starter house, where we talk layer by layer by layer. And then at the end, you see it all replayified and how it all came together. That didn't make sense. Oh well. I hope you... Oh, I mean, you're not going to see the time-lapse yet. Let's get on to part one. Well, there you go. So here is floor one. And as you can see, it's a lot more detailed than usual. We've got buttons on all of these, buttons across all of the top ones, iron bars, so many stairs. I've hammered home detailing, okay? Excuse me. I really want to make this just overtly spectacular. It's really irritating as you don't get to put a button on both sides and it's slightly annoying me. But yes, I'm hammering home the detail for this build. And like there's extra, so you don't see the buttons. Like if you're just here, you don't see the buttons on here. And then when you're running past, you're like, oh, there's buttons. So there's buttons on literally every bit of that. And I just love it. I love this detailing up here with the carpet. It just looks great. If we get a fly, nailed it. And coming round, look at that. That just looks absolutely superb already. I love it. I love it so much. And we use some of the anvils that we have so many of because I crafted a stack without meaning to. But yeah, so we got a little door here. I filled in the ground. We had a wandering trader, as you saw, oh well, as you will see in the time lapse. But yeah, I'm loving this so far. So it's on to the next layer, which is the walls of the stuffs and things and stuff. You know, the actual like building bit, because this is just like foundation. Even though for the plans for the interior, this is where the shop is. This is where like the logs. Oh, I didn't tell you. This is a tree shop. We said about it in the last episode. I thought you would have guessed. If you didn't, it's a tree shop. But this level is where the logs are going to be sold. Then the next layer up is where we're just going to have various wooden things. You know, so we might have some trapdoors, we might have some things, and it's just going to be a buy what I've got left over in my pockets type of deal. Then there's going to be the roof. So inside of the attic, we're going to have like extra stock basically, and that's just going to be reserved for me. But yeah, so let's get to building the next layer up. So this next step, which happens every build, and I need to get better at this, is you realize you did something wrong. So these are meant to be even, where they're both meant to have a 4 gap in between these. As you can see, this one has a 3, this one has a 4. So I need to quickly fix that. So give me a second to get that done, and then I will be back to you. Well, here we go. This is what we've got. So it's got the detailing in, it's got this roof bit in, and obviously you can see it's like very different to what we would normally do. You know? Very different. And I love it. I absolutely love it. All of this roofing, the extra buttons around the place. I'm loving this style. I don't even know what style this is. But I'm just really enjoying it. And if you want to know where the inspiration came from for this, there was a Pinterest post. And it just gave me so much inspiration. That I've just created this. Now, I do have a question for you guys in referral to the Pinterest. Are you wanting me to create a Pinterest board of all of my inspirations? Create one for Shepherd Tamer, where I can pin things to build inspirations and that sort of stuff, so you guys get sort of a sneak peek on what I could be doing, or maybe just things that I like that I see on Pinterest, because I spend a lot of time on Pinterest. And stuff like these builds come off it. I mean, pretty much all of the builds I think I've done here have come off Pinterest. So this one definitely did. That one I'm pretty sure did. Over there, that one I know did. Because I couldn't think of a design and I spent hours on Pinterest looking for things. That one over there didn't. That was just something I had lying around, and so was the pot of gold. Obviously I said that my base, there was a build that I saw, one build that I then worked from and just kind of used the way it worked. This obviously is from a video game. But if you want to see that, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to show you guys more of what I go through as a builder on how I get things done, because I definitely go through an interesting process making these builds. But saying that, we now have the rest of this build to do. There's a roof that needs to go on here. So let's get into the roof trim, because that's a big job. We went hard on this trim. So let's do it. Here we go. The final product. I love it. I love it so much. I love this like gradient roofing thing going up. It's absolutely amazing. And you may see in the time lapse, there is a Spudnik who runs past. Spudnik is our superhero. He is a firefighter. He spent a lot of time away from the server fighting fires and doing his job. And we're so thankful to have him around. He is our neighborhood superhero. So the fact he's in iron armor is because of that. Don't judge him. Don't judge him. But what I do want you to do is go ahead into that description, find his channel, spread him some love because he's amazing and he's our friendly neighborhood superhero. So love him. But yeah, the build is done. Look at it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm sold. I want 5. I don't want 5. That'd be a lot of work. But this is such a amazing build. There's just so many like details. Also, as you may notice, these are now fixed. I figured out how to fix them. You know, that I actually didn't need to. I had to break the ones that were underneath and then place more on top because I'd done it too low. So that fixed it itself. So you guys don't need to comment in the description. I fixed it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know you're commenting being like, oh, you got to do this ship. Don't worry. I got it. But yeah, so there's the build. So whilst you guys are watching the time lapse, I'm going to get this stuff on the inside a little bit more nicer. A little bit more nicer because obviously you can see into the roof and I don't want it. But yeah, we got a nice little balcony here to look into Casey's shop, I guess. But yeah, so this is where the wood bits are going to be sold. And then I'm going to have like a little staff elevator probably in this corner here that just leads me into the roof that I can keep some stock in. But yeah, so enjoy the time lapse and I will see you in a minute. And at that point, I should hopefully have this build completed. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. It was a lot of fun to make. Here we go. It's now all done. I've put an ATM outside. Look at that. It's not great. It's an ATM. It'll do, you know. On the inside, everything in the store is 1 diamond a stack. There's nothing in these 2 chests. But take a thing, place a diamond. Now it is. They've got the bark versions of all of the ones that I can make. There's nothing in that one. There's all of that. Random bits of warp stem. Try and find some other things. Dark oak. There's a bit of, you know, some of these I don't have. Then up here, we've just got random bits. Just want to make that look better. Just random bits of everything. Just take a, you're like, oh, I need that. Take it. Place a diamond. That's how this is going to work up here. It's just going to be random bits. And you just take it. I feel like I should probably just give these away. But, you know, we'll see if someone wants to pay for them. But yeah, so that's now all done. Up in the top, there's nothing up there yet, just some lighting. It'll probably just be where I throw some extra stock so I don't have to run home every time. Just get a load of shulkers up there. So let me show you. Employee only area. And what I'll do is I'll just have like a bundle of shulkers for each type of the woods and just get that rolling. But it is now officially open. Okay, like I lied. It's not officially open yet because I want to do some stuff. What I want to do is I want to put some trees around it. Just so it kind of like adds to the area type of thing. And so I'm thinking a tree on this side, a tree on the other side. Just so it kind of simulates that it's a tree shop. And I'm thinking a nice custom dark oak. I'm kind of stealing MrBeardstone's way of doing this, which is you bring up the tree, okay? You get some of the actual wood and you just kind of build into the bottom of it. All right. All right. A little bit there, maybe some of that. Then you get these and you just bring them down a little bit. Now I'm not doing this as good as Mr. B, let's be honest, but I quite like the way that he does it. And I just wanted to add that sort of feeling of it here because it's a really nice way of doing trees. It's just using what's already there in the game and just building upon it more than anything else. So let's add a little bit to the top to just give it a little bit more stuff. Just a little bit there. There we go. One tree done. Now let's plop another tree just here and do exactly the same thing over again. There's that. Oh, that one's sort of inside of my shop. How badly is it inside? I quite like that. I quite like the fact that it's like hanging, it's like inside of where my shop is. Making the shop a little bit more, giving it a little bit more story, making it look a little bit more overgrown. You know how I am with overgrown stuff. I love it. I love it so much. What's annoying is the biome that we're in means that these leaves aren't as colourful as I would like. But you know, we can deal with that, I guess. I guess. There we go. Now let's get some of this stuff. Just build it up again. There we go. Here we go. Nice and easy. And we've got a couple of custom trees. And it's not like I had to do a lot of work for it. Let's put some more leaves on the top like we did the other one though. Just to... Okay, that was bad. Come on. Nailed it. I got some wire here, you know. Sort of get rid of that bit there. But then add a little bit like that. Little, just an extra boosh. Extra bit of booshel. Because you know how much we love the boosh. There we go. Oh, I broke and then replaced it. That was smart. Smart move, Shep. But there we go. And it just adds, I mean, look at that. Having an extra tree next to it. It's not the best looking tree, let's be honest. But it is a tree. I think we've just gone a bit too haywire with all of this sort of stuff. There we go. That's better. And then I would put lanterns on them, but apparently I don't have any on me. But there we go. I'm going to leave the back because Kelsey's doing something with a water feature back here. But I just really like how much that little bit gives so much added detail to the build. I think it just adds a new layer to it, which is really nice. Really nice. Do I have a bed on me? I do. Let's get that sleep before something kills me. But yeah, so now the shop is officially, that's not my shop, officially open, which is great. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I'm waiting to make more monies. I need more monies, please. If you could all come in and buy my stuff, I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, there we go. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below of this, because it's very different from what we've built so far. And I want to know if you guys like this, because we could do more like it. But yeah, I love all of your faces, and this is now the end of the episode. So, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, do all of those things and all of the stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, grass. Hi.